Now live podcast on Sensational Saturday. And I got a very special guest here today, all the way from Detroit, but she went to New York to game 5, y'all, the championship game.
Oh, no, game 4.
4. I'm sorry about that, y'all. 4. You went to game 4.
Yes.
Yes. So, you couldn't have went to game 4.
Yeah, game 4 was in New York. Game 5 was in Houston.
It was in San Antonio. She went to game 4. You're absolutely correct. So, yeah. Now, now, y'all seen all the pandemonium all over the place. And I want to ask you this, though, Mary. How was your trip out to New York from Detroit?
I mean, it's a trip I'm familiar with. I just moved back to Detroit in January.
Okay, so you lived in New York for quite some time.
Over 20 years.
So she's very familiar with the landscape out there. So wasn't no roughing her off like they was roughing them San Antonio fans off. Whoa, y'all wasn't finna rough Mary off. She talked that talk. You know, they talk real wicked out there. So yeah, she talk all that, yeah, you all that Italian, yeah. Don't you ain't running that one on this one. So
I'm a fan of basketball. I was also at the Pistons game.
Oh.
Where they looked crazy in front of the Cavs after beating them.
The one we lost?
Yes.
Yeah.
That was
horrific.
I don't even understand. I don't understand what happened.
Okay, but I'm glad you.
Part of me feels like maybe they got paid off. I really was like,
wow.
For like,
hey, we spoke on that.
Like you fight so hard and then
win.
That happens here, and I just didn't know what was happening. And as somebody who
she said, I don't even know what was happening.
You know, like Detroit, I am a Pistons fan, and I do want to let people know that I endured several rounds of looks and snide remarks when I wore my Knicks winning items into the gym that I started going to.
The Detroit fans had something to say?
All y'all had something to say.
I didn't.
Yes,
I don't think I did.
That's how we got here. You saw me in my...
And I said, hey. You know what I mean? Then you flexed on me and said, hey, I went to the game.
I'm just saying.
You know what I mean? I said, hey.
Okay. It was, look, good game. Amazing experience. I took my...
And that's what we about to talk about today.
I took my best friend.
Oh, wow.
There's this app called Game Time that everybody should download where last minute, like tickets in general for the game was crazy. Like tickets were in the nosebleeds and the 300s were like 10,000, 12,000, 13,000.
Yeah, that's what I want to talk about here.
So
how did y'all circumvent that?
Like 22 minutes. I just kept refreshing Game Time, and that dropped to like 1,200 each.
Wow.
And I was like, YOLO. And I got it for myself and my friend.
How good was those seats?
I mean, we were in the 300 level, but it was like the first row of the 300 level above, like in like it was like 306. It was worth it.
So what's your thoughts on this? Now, y'all heard what she just said. She paid $1,200 a piece.
On a credit card. So if you have good credit, it's worth it. But I wouldn't do it if I didn't know that I was going to make that happen because it was expensive.
Right, but this is the point that I want to make. What was your feeling when you found out that all of the celebrities that was on the front row, they got there for free?
I mean...
They had to sign the actual NDA and the contract to sit there on that front row.
You know, capitalism is beating all of our asses when it comes to not knowing that celebrities get to just act however they want to act, and it's definitely not right. I feel like, you know, the whole ticketing game in general in the U.S. is very different than in Europe.
Oh, okay.
In Europe, a friend of mine and he and I are going to go see Jay-Z in Paris in September.
Okay.
Those 2 floor seats were $300 each.
In U.S. dollars or in?
In U.S. dollars.
Oh, okay.
In New York for the July 10th.
We already talked about them tickets. Well,
them tickets are crazy expensive.
Yeah, we already talked about them.
So, like, you know, there's rules and ways and regulations that are happening in Europe when you go to a show that is just completely ignored here in the U.S. You know, like the World Cup, you can't even get a ticket to even enjoy that. Like, that's a very expensive item to deal with and go through. So Game Time having those tickets at that price, it was really a a YOLO decision. And my homegirl, because I know we're going to talk about this later, is a good friend of mine that is currently navigating what I call a Job season, which is, if you are in the Bible, a season where things are just like tough, like looking for work and stuff like that. And
Oh, wow.
she-
Yo, I got to coin that.
Yeah.
Y'all heard that? I got to coin. Whoa, I
It's
got to
a-
coin
it's a Job
It's
season.
a Job season. Do y'all hear that, ladies and gentlemen? Job season. So all my Bible thumpers out there, y'all need to know what happened to Job. You know what I mean? So
Yeah, it's a Job
we
season.
dropping knowledge here. We dropping knowledge here.
Yeah.
So go ahead.
So, you know, I was like, the game for me was the investment towards her was more so about, this is my friend. I believe in her. She's been there for me. I wanted her to be, you know, she's a Knicks fan. She's from Brooklyn. She's
Oh.
of Brooklyn.
Oh.
That was important for her. And I've always been a transplant in a city where I've done work in that city, but I've always never believed in taking up space and saying that I'm from New York. Like, I've always been like, I'm from Detroit.
Oh, wow.
I would go to games wearing Pistons jerseys.
No, you won't.
Yeah, I would.
They a little rugged out there.
I don't even have a Yankee fitted.
No way.
I've never.
I've had a Yankee fitted my whole life.
I don't even have one. Having Knicks gear
Yeah.
for this season, you know, I asked quite a few New Yorkers if I could even do this. Knowing that I've been a fan of actually going to games, whether it's been the Liberty or the Pistons or
The Knicks
a
playing
Bulls
whoever.
game or a Heat game, like, or a Lakers game. Like, I do enjoy basketball,
Mm.
but like, it was a YOLO situation to really support a friend that I care about and that I believe in, and like being in that environment and just seeing that comeback of 29 points.
Oh,
You know, you can translate that into a situation where it's like,
you was there live.
all it takes is you never giving up, in a way that was just such a intense rally. And in the beginning, the first half, everybody was like,
we see y'all in San Antonio.
You know, and meanwhile, like, you know, you're seeing flashes of Taylor Swift on the court, who's not even from New York. She is from outside of Philly, like an hour, 2 hours out. You seeing
Taylor Swift,
you know,
get shots.
The only person I'm glad that deserves their flowers for being a long-standing fan throughout everything is Spike.
Whoa.
So yeah, he's there.
Whoa.
Spike Lee is New York, like, he should be there. But then you seeing just like, I'm like, who are these? Like, it's random people that really have not represented or even like spoken of or put investments into the city in a way where Spike Lee, shout out to him, legendary for 40
Do
years.
you know how much money he spent on the Knicks for the past 40 years?
Exactly. He should have just been able to put people on the floor based on what he wanted to do and just been able to have carte blanche.
Spike Lee reportedly spends $10 million, y'all, a year on Knicks. Wild work. That's the wildest work I ever heard of in my life.
And he somehow always finds a way to book New Yorkers, staff Black New Yorkers, support Black art. Like, literally, we do not have that many leaders with a heritage of work that are making it intentional in this time right now to focus on booking and supporting and doing what it is in their cities to book Black work. So Spike can do whatever he wants, in my opinion.
You gotta stop hating on Tyler, though.
Tyler, yes.
You gotta stop hating on Tyler.
Tyler does that for Atlanta, for sure.
He do it for the culture.
And he does it for the culture.
Yeah,
So
you gotta just let Tyler do Tyler.
You know, Coogler is another one. Ryan Coogler.
He don't say nothing about Coogler.
Avery
Or
DuVernay.
he don't say nothing about Key Peel.
Yeah.
He just say something about him.
Yeah, Ryan Coogler does a good job of booking everybody Black, all Black staff, all Black everything for all of his films.
Right.
Avery DuVernay, same thing. So that's great, but just given where we are uniquely in this time of where I don't think Spike got enough love during the parade. I don't think that Dolan did enough to acknowledge him. I think it's shady that Dolan still has Oakley not being able to go to Knicks Stadium to enjoy Knicks games. I think it's great that Oakley was there in San Antonio to watch the Knicks win. I think that is poetic and important for him. And I think that in general, the feeling of just being in the moment it just did. I cried. Like, it was so inspiring to be in that energy and to also see a friend get emotional and use
She
that
got
as,
emotional.
I mean, yeah, because it's like a moment where you're looking and you're in an environment where
Pandemonium and just
pandemonium is happening and privilege is happening in front of you.
right.
You got celebrities on the bottom that are able to just be there for free. You got people, God, who knows spent whatever
Glad you noted
to
that.
be in, like, it's a lot of, it shouldn't be this much money to let fans be in the mix. You know what I'm saying?
Huh.
But New York definitely energetically rallied behind this in a way where, whether it was Jim Jones having a bodega hosting a game in Harlem to Jada being outside in Brooklyn, like, people truly found different ways to blend in and integrate together to celebrate this in a lot of different neighborhoods that just made it even more special outside.
Now once they won that particular game, even though that wasn't the championship game, that was, like you say, a very monumental game because they did a 29-point comeback. Did you guys go out after that game and celebrate in the New York area?
I went to sleep. I had to go back home.
Well, y'all got it right there from Mary.
I mean, like,
I'm trying to get some juicy stuff, y'all. Mary ain't giving us nothing juicy, y'all.
The juicy stuff is this.
We want to know what was going on in the streets, Mary, in New York. These people out there, we looking at it on the news. We is in Detroit, Atlanta, California, all over. You was there.
People didn't really do the intense, like, celebrations until after they won the actual final. You know what I'm saying?
But they was whooping. Nope, Mr. K, let y'all do it like that. That was when the fight started. All the fights. You was at the fight. That was with the gladiator school.
First of all, you sound like an officer. Okay, let these people are just having a jovial pushing around, if you will. Yeah, we're gonna transform the marketing around it.
Okay.
Because
jovial pushing.
Because when white folks was tearing up outside of the Eagles winning the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
When white folks be acting up outside of hockey games and they be winning
I get 'em.
NCAA games, like, no one says fighting, no one says violence, no one says any of that. Because of it happening in New York, and New York truly being a city of mostly melanated folks in reality, and Manhattan being taken over by a lot of white people. I don't like to say the words that they was fighting. It was fisticuffs, because I've seen people tear up the entire town and be white. And no one is like, there were riots and fights outside. Like, I've never seen that.
I'm glad she said that, because the media and us, mass media people that's on here with these influencers and stuff, we tend to try to put stuff out there as attention grabbers, not knowing that you're actually labeling something with a negative mean. You know what I mean? And she's absolutely correct.
And that's what these social media platforms feed off of, because negative sentiment performs better than positive sentiment.
Exactly.
I know that because that's what I do for a living.
And that's why over at Din and Out podcast, we don't lean into the controversy. You know what I mean? I know that the controversy is what get you the clicks, that's what get you the likes and all that, but we try to give y'all actual facts, and we try to report on the actual situation as best as we can.
But I do think you can be controversial and be positive. Like, I think everybody needs to get off social media as soon as possible. Now, I say that knowing that you all need it for business. It is a tool. There's things you need to do. But I've had 20 years working in advertising, on digital, on social. And I'm telling you, the way that we've given away our information and our likeness and our IP and our time and everything to these machines, and now we're about to pretty much buy the farm when it comes to how it flips back on us. We're not talking about that in a way where we're going to be protected, and it's fucked up.
Well, I'm gonna tell you like this here, Mary, and this goes into what you're saying, and you got to understand the reasons on why these things are so likable. What a lot of people fail to realize, as far as people that tell you like, oh, social media this, social media that. Social media itself is amazing. And I'm going to tell you why it's amazing. It's so amazing to the point that it gets into your system like a drug. Because nobody, I mean absolutely nobody out there on this planet Earth, I wouldn't care if you was black, white, or candy stripe, Who don't like attention?
I mean, absolutely. It's
Who don't like attention?
It's the chemical reaction that it does inside our body. Hold
it
on.
sends your pheromones into a whole nother.
Exactly. Exactly.
Yeah.
It's dopamine. It's
yes,
serotonin.
dopamine. Yes, yes,
all of that
yes,
is happening.
yes. You see them little lights.
When you don't know the way to naturally conjure that outside of having to be distracted and not being able to like put things down, be intentional, the addiction to that kind of, if you're not careful, reshapes the way that you approach and shape the world. And I say this as someone who has been an influencer, a content creator,
right,
still works in the space,
right,
works in the skeleton behind the space,
right,
and has worked on campaigns where the idea of what it is to go viral is important. But right now we're looking at that social media effect mislead us into what's important.
Exactly. And I can say this though. We follow Fox News, CBS, NBC, ABC News, all of those news channels, CNN. None of them people are accurate at all. They do not give us the accuracy of information that you can get from a lot of these YouTube channels.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I'm gonna say this in a best way. If you have people out here that's already having mental health issues, she's absolutely correct. There's no way possible that this mental health person is going to be able to function well on a social media platform.
Absolutely.
So if they on these social media platforms, which we know they are, what they call them trolls, they're not trolls. A lot of those people have mental health issues. So when they be on.
But what about kids? Kids.
Oh, I was about to say that because over in Europe, I was going to say it when you was in Europe, but you came back to the United States. But I'm going to take you back to Europe. In Europe, last week, might have been a week before last. I said this on our podcast already. 16 or was it 15 and under? It's one of those. Social media is banned. Mm-hmm. It is banned in Europe, period. And in China, they already that was the whole thing with TikTok.
Australia also made that decision too.
And let me tell y'all something about Europe and Australia. For some of y'all, they may haven't had y'all passport stamped. They do more cocaine than anybody in the world. More cocaine is imported into Europe. I didn't say exported. Imported into Europe and Australia than anywhere in the country. So they over there partying for sure. But guess what? We don't need y'all to know about it.
No, it's true. I go to Europe every now and again, really every year for like work.
Right.
And you know, I was actually there for Fête de Musique, which is an all-day music celebration.
Okay.
Which happened on Sunday, and then I had to get on a flight and I flew to Cannes, essentially the same day.
Okay.
And so, they go hard. You know?
Yeah, they go hard.
They go hard.
They go hard to pay.
So there's just like the big idea that, in general, you can see all that on social media. You can see everybody celebrating. You see a huge mix of people really going in and just kind of like not being so attached to their phones because they're in the moment of like dancing and like having a good time. It's only here where I see more people, especially in New York now, which is what I appreciate about Detroit.
Okay.
Because Detroit people's dance.
Yeah.
There's even a New York Times story that highlights the fact that the Detroit dance and music scene actually has people dancing. There's a whole New York Times article talking about the unique nature of why and how in Detroit people are still dancing. They don't talk about it with LA. They don't talk about it with Chicago. They don't talk about it with New York. There's literally a story highlighting the fact that Detroit is still a dancing city.
Well, I've brought up on numerous podcasts before that, I know y'all New Yorkers, they hate me out there. Because I know what y'all gonna say. Oh, hip hop, we invented it in the Bronx. Wait a minute. How y'all use Al Hudson, which is from Detroit,
exactly.
One Way. He was rapping, skitting, and bitting in the 70s. And he was writing, all his music has been sampled in hip-hop, all
Absolutely.
of it. All the One Way music has been sampled in hip-hop, if you didn't know that.
Absolutely.
And I just sit back and, the community has given New York the creation of hip-hop. Y'all got that.
But the community has given us the creation of techno. and house.
And I don't like that either because
Now-
it's really house, y'all. It's house.
It's house, but
house.
techno and house. Really, Detroit and Chicago, undeniable. Detroit and Chicago, we are the ones that did that.
And I explained that to y'all
There's
also.
There's no like, and for me as someone who worked in a music agency and pretty much had to navigate seeing a lot of white people and Europeans, and dance music is the most bookable thing in terms of like
Right.
revenue and items like that, in terms
Daft
of anything
Punk.
that gets out there.
Fat Boy Slim.
Like the nature of what it is to respect and honor the culture that has come out of that gets lost at times.
It lost. Lost.
It's completely
Sure.
erased. So like,
Yeah.
I often have to remind people, especially if they're non-melanated, we created, like, whatever you want to say is that, but whatever you like, we created that. And there's not enough of investment or acknowledgement into the foundation of these places, notably here, compared to what people will give and honor for other cities. It bothers me, actually, because this is the most original. Jazz is us. House and techno is us.
R&B.
Rap is us.
R&B.
Black people have created the rock and roll is us. We have all, in every musical thing that you love, Black people made it first. We are the originators of rock and roll, of jazz, of hip hop, of rap, of house, of techno. We created that, not white people.
And you know what?
We did that.
It's funny.
Blues, we did that.
It's funny she bringing this up, right? Because I'm finna give y'all promoters an idea that y'all should come up with for the city. Now that she brought this up, and y'all make sure y'all give her props if y'all try to do this. They should bring back the Motown Review. And the reason why y'all should bring back the Motown Review, because you have so many local artists, like she said, that has a particular sound that only comes from here. And they should put this review on once a month, maybe
Motown
every
sound, yes.
whatever,
Absolutely.
however often or whatever, and it should be somewhere downtown or whatever where people can go and actually go to the Motown Review, and that's how it was back in the day.
Yeah, the most transformative Black musicians are all from the Midwest.
Right.
Prince,
Hey.
Michael Jackson.
Hey.
The whole Cleveland sound is a whole other conversation.
OJ's, Boosie Collins, Parliament Funk,
Chicago,
Funk.
Like all of that. If anybody is ever like, I don't know if you saw the Michael Jackson movie.
Well, you want to talk about that?
I mean, I would love to.
Would you? Okay.
I want to hear what you think.
Well,
You're smart.
Well, my thing is this about the Michael Jackson movie. I didn't see it.
Oh,
My partner went and seen it, and the reason why I didn't see it is because I wanted him to tell me something that went on in the movie that I did not know, and he could not. He could not. He could not tell me nothing that I didn't know already.
I just wanted to feel good, man.
My theory was right. Okay, so what? Okay, maybe
gas is about to be $85. Damn, like you don't want to feel good, my nigga. You just like, I ain't want to see nothing that I ain't already know. Well, we're okay. Well, you and I are both over 30, and we have clearly seen and know enough. But I just wanted to feel happy.
Let me ask you.
I want to feel happy for
like
$9.
No. Let me ask you this. No. Hold on. Let me be clear though. I told him this though the same day. Mike. Oh, you gonna be mad at me when I say this also.
Oh no, we should have.
I
should have asked you.
Is one of the greatest entertainers ever we seen. He is the biggest ever we ever had. As
so far that's good.
Ever.
Okay, now what you about to say?
But
what you about to say?
My household was Team Prince.
I mean, I'm a Prince fan.
We was Team Prince. My sister is Prince ridiculous. When he died, she went over there. I said, "Is you crazy?" She went over to the mansion. It was outside.
Prince was a private benefactor to so many things that helped Black people. Prince. There was a Essence magazine in 2014 or 13. I was part of a hackathon that Essence held in the New Orleans Convention Center that Prince paid for. Prince also was a big benefactor in supporting different court cases for people that were getting hemmed up during the era of Black folks, like dealing with like horrible like police brutality and things like that. Prince was a benefactor and helped out a lot of like medical bills for artists that didn't have good insurance.
The biggest thing is he didn't do no bold record business. He didn't jerk nobody. That's the biggest thing. You come into this business.
Now, I will say that I would hold that.
Why would you not hold it?
I would just hold it. I don't want to get into it.
Ooh.
Hey,
don't say Vanity Six.
Hey,
you definitely can't say Morris Day.
Like I said, I want you to just hold that.
All right.
All I'm saying is that I too love and know, and I collapsed in the street when I found out Prince died.
Whoa, he's like my sister.
No, for real. I collapsed in the street.
She still got her Purple Rain tickets. I
still have a lot of
crazy
Purple
people.
Rain everything. I'm lucky to have been privy to amazing experiences with Prince performances and private Prince performances, and that's been something that, I am very, very grateful that I've had. But Michael Jackson and Prince should not be compared. The way that
Why not?
We got to stop doing this comparison stuff.
Can't.
No, we don't need to stop.
That's life.
No, we don't need to do these comparisons.
Got to.
Those are two amazing geniuses.
It is.
That will never ever be replicated. Because now the kids don't know how to read music anymore.
I don't know how to read. What you talking about?
The kids don't know how to read music.
Don't know how to read past 7th grade level.
The kids don't know how to read music. They don't know what a treble clef is. They don't know that it's a problem, right? So
they might be all autistic. I don't know.
I want us to, there are amazing musicians out. Anderson .Paak is one of them. I had a chance to see him while.
But he's not new though. He's old.
No, he's about to be almost 40. You're right.
That's what I'm saying.
Shaka Khan. Shaka Khan's still going. I saw her 2 days ago. 60s. Killing it. She's in her 70s.
I said she been out since the 60s.
Yeah, we amazing.
Rufus.
Still a legend. We gotta see it because we don't know when people just up and go away. We say we haven't supported them or seen them.
Now let's get back to this movie. What in the movie you was?
I just wanted to smile. Damn, Mike. I just wanted to be like.
So the movie.
Say goodbye. I just wanted to laugh.
It was just you wanted to see how they put it together. The cinematic.
Yeah,
the cinematic part of it.
They had been. Well, you know why it's so interesting to see what they did. Can I tell you something that you may not know?
I don't know because I didn't see it. You go. I'm definitely all ears.
So there's a podcast, and I'll share it with you.
Okay.
Because this movie, funded by the estate, also in co-production with the guy that did the Queen documentary.
What Queen?
The Queen biofilm, Bohemian Rhapsody.
Queen. The group.
Yeah.
Queen. All right.
The estate put their whole foot, along with Prince Jackson, into this because when Michael Jackson died, which I do have a controversial opinion that I'm going to give you so that you can get some tweets off of this or whatever you need. They put their whole foot into this because Michael Jackson was so insolvent and not in a good light when he passed away, to where the estate was in such severe tax debt, which is why Michael was about to do that tour, This Is It, to where the estate couldn't make money for years after he passed away. There was still more and more lawsuits and settlements and more debts and things like that. And so, the IP level of an estate, the reason why Prince and anything that he does, whether it's been like a music licensing or whether it's been like some stuff at the museum, which still gets a lot of tourists or anything like that, that is considered a catalog and an estate along with the masters that he has that can make money. Michael Jackson wasn't as IP. This is the first time since he died that they've been able to make money off of his IP, the entire estate, because of just the disarray of what was left of his image. And so the concentrated effort to make this film and reshoot it several times, by the way, because of certain things they had to remove because of lawsuit settlements that they forgot to read, and also because of back contracts they had that had to be applied to the edit, is an interesting story because this film, I just think, hit $1 billion in revenue today. So
let me ask you this before you get too far ahead of yourself. Why is it reported then that Michael Jackson estate brings in over $640 million annually a year? He's the highest grossing celebrity ever in history.
That didn't change until realistically a few years ago. And realistically, when he
Yeah, I
died,
just seen that when the movie came out.
yeah. Realistically, when he died, like the tax debt, nobody could really put anything out. Like all of what was going on with him, which
'Cause I thought Elvis had him beat.
I mean, first of
He
all,
had
I
Elvis was like at 200. He had Elvis like this.
Yeah, that estate had to do a lot of work to try to shape this into something where like it would go in the direction that it's going.
And you said the movie
lawyer,
goes billion?
the lawyer, it's $1 billion. Yeah,
Oh, wow.
the lawyer that helped with the estate work, who's also part of his story is integrated into the film. He is the one that really was carrying the torch to, handle what was left, because he was left as the estate person to put everything together when Michael Jackson died.
Okay, so now, now, what you got to say about this death? Hey, now I know you got your opinion, y'all. She has her opinion. The opinion. Shoot, let's hit it like that.
I don't know if Mike would have been able to outlast whatever legal stuff kept coming. And although it is extremely horrible and really problematic that he died with a fentanyl IV, which is someone to propanol. You're right. You're right. I feel like
same thing Prince died from. Oh,
yeah, he wouldn't have been able to outlast how this was moving in terms of those legal items. So it's kind of like the death of him, extremely tragic and horrible. I feel like he passed at the right time for the sake of being able to be argued for,
at peace,
and supported for the sake of what was left of his entire family, which is damn near every single Jackson is still alive from his brothers.
Well,
so those are my thoughts.
These are things that we do know. The doctor that administered the actual propofol to Mike, because Mike didn't shoot up like no regular dope fiend.
No.
Mike got his dope administered to him. He got catered to him. He let the works come to him. He just stick the arms outside Mike roll.
I can't imagine how much pain he was in.
That was no pain.
Well, I mean, like,
he feel nothing.
You need to see the film, because in the film it talks about how Michael Jackson was wearing them wigs because
he's doing all that stuff to himself.
No, he had permanent burn scars.
Yeah, from the Pepsi commercial.
Right. So
doing it to himself again.
I don't think he wanted to light himself on fire.
He did not want to light himself, but you shouldn't be up there with all that Jerry curl juice and all that stuff going on, Mike. You got all this flaring up in the back.
Everybody had a Jerry curl, from what I understand.
Well,
I wasn't there.
I told this story, and it's funny she brought this up because I just told y'all this story last week. I went to my father.
I wasn't even alive when it was popular.
I was, and I went to my father.
Really? You had a Jerry curl?
No, I did not. I told this story just 2 weeks ago. I went to my father. Said, hey, Dominique Wilkins had just got drafted into the NBA. Yes, he did. He was coming through. Pow, pow, pow. I said, hey, Pops. Now, see, I just told this story. Back in the day, in the 80s, growing up, you don't got no Instagram. Ain't no Facebook, none of that. All you had was the beauty supply store. That's where you got all your hip-hop information, all your street culture from out of there. You had your Word Up magazines and your Right On magazine. Then you might have some other little stuff in there.
Black Beat was one.
You might have some other little stuff in there that, you know what I'm saying. So, we ain't got no peso. So we got to go in there.
Ebony.
We got to go in there real fast. Flick that boy real fast. Huh? Flick that boy real fast. But pow, seen Dominique on that box up there. You get that kit, that box about this big, man. You get that box. I seen that box up there with Dominique on there. Went to the crib, asked the old dude, like, yeah, man, I want to go and hook my joint up. Now, the old dude had curls. My old dude had J curls. Old Burr had J curls. Yeah, they did. Everybody had J curls. Old dude said, son, listen, you don't need to put that in your head. I said, but Daddy, you got this in your head. He said, nah, man, that ain't for you. You go get your hair cut, man. You don't do that. And that was the last conversation we had about the J curl.
That seemed like, I mean, it's coming back, by the way, as well. Just to let you know.
Niggas. I'm telling y'all right now.
I mean,
niggas.
it's happening.
Don't do it.
The millennials and the Gen Zs.
What they
I'm
need
an
it
early
for?
millennial. They doing Jerry curls. They're bringing it back.
Now, you know, it's funny she say this.
I'm just telling you what's happening. I'm not saying I'm going to get one. I'm not telling you to go get one. I'm not saying, I'm not advocating for you.
But hold it.
Just, you know, like.
No.
It's just, I wouldn't do it.
Well, I'm going to tell you like this here. I can't think of his name right now, but he's a popular rapper out of California, and he has a curl, and he's young. You know what I'm saying? He has a real Jerry curl, real one. You know what I mean? And there's quite a few of his homeboys got him too, and they never stop wearing them. I want you to know that. They still wear perms and all that. They never stop wearing them. Never. They always wore them all the way up to now.
I mean, I feel like, it's just, ain't nothing wrong with a little, if you want to wear a curl, I wouldn't date a man with a curl, I'll tell you that much.
Well, I can tell you this.
I can't do that.
This is something that
and you mean my guy, G. Perico.
Yeah, that's him.
Yes,
that's him.
Yes.
That's him. Yeah, that's
I love
him.
him.
That's him right there.
Yes,
that is him. That is the exact guy I'm talking about.
That's him.
That's him. What's his name again?
G. Perico.
Yeah. Nah, listen. G. Perico.
I love.
He is hilarious too.
Him.
I love his interviews and all of that. I haven't listened to a lot of his music. I listened to him through Jay Worthy. So yeah. So he
Are you a Larry June fan?
I don't want to.
Oh, wait a minute.
Why you ask me that?
I wouldn't have done this if I knew you weren't a Larry.
Why you ask me that on live?
No. Wait, I'm sorry, people. I don't really know y'all.
A fan?
Fan? Let me talk
to
your audience for a second.
Okay.
I wouldn't have agreed to do this interview
if
I knew that this wasn't a Larry June fan. Now,
no,
I'm not done. Hey, whoa.
We'll get this over Larry June.
I want you to know, I wouldn't have agreed to come here if I knew that you weren't a Larry June fan.
I'm not a fan of Larry June, but I am very, very familiar with his music, and I listen to Jet Larry.
Why?
Because he ain't my type of MC.
Why?
He ain't my type of MC.
I need you to give me a better answer. You are intelligent.
He not my type of MC.
What's wrong? What's the problem? You're not inspired? You don't want to do your taxes listening to him. You don't want to get your business formation together. You don't want to drink water and focus on your goals.
I mess with Currency.
Okay.
I mess with Currency.
I'll give you that.
He out there.
I'll give you that.
You know what I'm saying? He out there up under that umbrella out there.
I'll give you that.
I mess with my man's Schoolboy Q.
Okay.
Schoolboy Q.
Okay. I'll give you that.
You know what I mean?
I'll give you that.
I put Larry June. It's another guy that be here quite often that I'm not a fan of him, but he make all right music. Filthy Rich. He's from the same place Larry June is from.
Yes.
But he's here a lot. He's here. I don't know. I think he got real estate here. So I don't know why he's here. He's here a lot. He's in Detroit a lot. I could go out tonight and run into Filthy Rich. Swear to God. I don't know what he got going on. But yeah, him. I put them two in the same category. And then you got my man. He just made a song from down there. See, all their music sound alike. What's his name? I mess with him too. He just did a song. It was with E40. He did Blood out there.
Yes.
Game shouts him out all the time. He like real. He like really real. And they like everything go through him. What is his name? I can't think of his name.
Not E40.
No, not E40, but he made a song with E40 just recently.
Okay.
They got a song with E40.
Okay.
They've been dogging E40 out on the internet lately.
Well, I'm a Larry June advocate. I feel inspired.
Right. Why? You talk about pimping and selling dope.
But he's talking about having a good business formation about it. He's talking about setting up, drinking water, riding bikes. You know what I'm saying? We need more niggas talking about like getting massages. I like that. I like to hear about a black man.
What are we doing here?
This is Palo Santo.
Oh, explain to the fans, please.
I'm just trying to.
What's this like?
I'm liking this because I didn't know that you would be such a not a Larry June fan. So now I gotta calm down.
Wow.
Because I feel like now I gotta defend. Now I feel like I gotta defend.
She put the sage on me, y'all.
This is not
what I. She put the sage on me, Larry June.
I didn't know that.
Larry June.
I want you to know that I spent 4 hours outside to watch Larry June perform. Literally.
At the Fillmore?
No.
Where?
In Paris.
He performed in Paris?
Yes, this is me.
Larry June was in Paris.
Here is the set list. I was right in the front. Here's me fanning him down because he was so hot. Now, why does he have on 2 shirts in 104-degree weather? I don't know, everybody.
Hey,
this man, you see him. He wearing a long sleeve base layer
with shorts
and a heavy with shorts. Y'all, if you could see what I see, you would be confused too. You see, this is my hand. Look at my hand right here. I'm trying to help this brother out.
Now listen.
It is 106 degrees.
I went to the Conway, the machine show here. And
he got my fan. He fanning himself. Look at him. He took my fan. He had to fan himself down. He's so hot. I love me some Larry June.
So I went to the Conway, the machine show here. And Conway came out with a Montclair coat on.
What
hoodie. And this was in June.
Oh, no.
This was in June.
No.
He had on a hoodie, a Montclair coat.
No.
And you talking about sweating? That man was up there sweating like never before. You hear me?
Why did he do that?
I don't know. You know what I'm saying? But I done seen all the boys. But yeah, I'm heavy Griselda. I'm
a West Side Gun fan as well.
Yeah, got to be. He's the 1%. He's changed the 1% solely by himself. Yes, he has. Absolutely. With the whole Griselda. Yeah, so you got to be paying attention. Upstate New York, stand up, because I know how the niggas downtown feel about y'all.
Benny, Conway, West Side Gun.
Mayhem Lauren.
Which ones are your favorite? Like number 1?
Gun.
Okay.
Gun. I get back from Larry June. I get back off that. Gun. I got back.
I don't know. Y'all, if y'all don't understand, like, first of all the music sounds like a piano's falling down the stairs. Because it'd be like,
right.
What is it? Like all of that. It's exciting.
And I'm going to tell you about Larry June.
I like Armani Caesar.
Okay, Armani Caesar.
I like Rome Streets.
Okay, everybody like Rome Streets. Everybody like Rome
Look
Streets.
at us having something in common.
Now, this is interesting about Larry June that you may not have realized on why you're gravitated towards Larry June so much. He's got a lot of music made with the Alchemist.
Al is amazing.
So a lot.
Al is amazing.
So by a lot of his music being with Alchemist or whatever, the beat might be things that might be sympathized.
Al is great. I think Life is Beautiful is my favorite hip hop record over the past 3 years with him and 2 Chainz. 2 Chainz makes the record. I spoke on this. I spoke on that. That's a good record.
I spoke on it.
2 Chainz makes the record.
Babes, I spoke on this, even though I just said I'm not a huge Larry June fan. I spoke on this last year when it first came out. That album is great. 2 Chainz, Larry June, that is great. What is it? Bad Habits or something. Bad Intentions or something like that.
Well, the whole record, Life is Beautiful. Everything.
Yeah, it's a good collab, Alchemist.
Okay.
And that, you know.
Okay, you got common sense. I thought you was just gonna be ridiculous.
But hold on, before I get up out of here, we gotta give 2. We got 2 things we gotta address before I let Mary up out of here.
It's your fault.
Now, when we first started, y'all know how I talk to the women out there. I call the girlies, and this and that. And I do this out of being cutesy and just trying to, you know what I'm saying, make a woman feel good. She say, nah, address me like a grown woman. I ain't no girly. So, you know, I just want to let y'all know that when y'all run into a real woman, the little cutesy stuff, they ain't buying it.
No, I mean,
throw it out the window.
We are. I appreciate you.
Okay.
But right now, I think all of us have to realize that we were lied to about how stuff works.
Okay. I can agree with that.
You know, I don't think our parents even knew that whatever is happening economically over the past 10 years.
I can't fault them for not knowing. Ignorance is bliss.
I mean, they couldn't tell me nothing.
Yeah, ignorance is bliss.
You know, but I do feel, when I left Detroit, I rarely saw people in our age range working out. Now it's different. And I'm very much so someone that celebrates seeing Black men and Black women working out and staying active and keeping active, because we still got to be out here getting this money.
Now, how long you been working out?
I've been working out since I was 14.
Since you was 14. Now,
And I've done 1 show.
Okay, so now, on this run that you're on right now consistently, how long have you been working out? Using whatever system you're on right now, whatever regimen you use.
3 years.
3 years.
And then before that, when I was doing 100 miles a week on a bike.
Okay.
That for 2 years. And then before that, I did Olympic weightlifting. That was for 2 years.
Okay.
Before that, boxing. So I've been active, whether it be, I'm still active, cycling.
Okay, so now a lot of girls be having a problem with going to the gym because they don't like to sweat. Is there anything that, you know what I mean, you can kind of recommend, maybe hairstyle or something like that? Because, you know, us Black people, when we tend to get hot and warm, our hair tend to poof. It don't really, you know what I'm saying? It's not straight, so it's coarse. So due to the fact that the hair is coarse or whatever.
Braid it down, wear a scarf, and go to the gym. Let me tell you something. This is for the men and the women. Is this a camera right here?
Yeah, right there.
The healthcare system doesn't give a fuck about.
Well, that's what we like at medical.
It doesn't. The medical system doesn't care about
1, 2, 3.
The medical system is racist. And because our environment got a lot going on with our food, people just pumping stuff in the air, chemtrails, whatever you want to do. There is a level of stuff in what we take in, what we put in our bodies, what we wear, all of that has a lot of after effects. It is better for you to stay active so that you can be able to mitigate and be in the best optimal way that you can operate where you can. And I say that as someone that has an autoimmune illness. I say this as someone that has a lot of friends secretly that still work out, that got a lot going on. There are people at the gym we both go to that have their own journeys that are very much so still working out and still doing what they can do, right? Of all ages. I just encourage us to keep in mind that the medical care system does not give a fuck about you. So being able to take as much, if possible, responsibility for your health, no matter what gender you are, is a responsibility that will benefit you in the long run. We still got to be out here. We still got to be out here doing whatever we got to do. I don't know what else to tell you, but for the women and for the men, because I don't even talk to men that don't work out. If you don't...
So listen, you see Mary out there, don't be going up on Mary with your stomach all hanging over your belt buckle. It's always, hey, mama, what's happening?
Yeah,
you ain't going for it.
And ladies, like, just, first of all, you just please, like, it really, I'm telling you, shit is crazy out here. It's really, when I see what people be eating in their plates, I'll be like, yo, like, you gotta have some vegetables. We gotta drink water. Like, none of what we are doing in terms of staying optimal is being supported by this government. And it's also not being supported or talked to about this healthcare system. The medicines that we get for whatever conditions we have all have side effects. They give you more medicines to mitigate the side effects. The last thing they tell you is to do acupuncture, eat healthy, and go for a walk. So like in Europe, or exercise. So in Europe, there's a different regimen that happens. In China, there's Chinese medicine, there's a different regimen that happens. All we got is us. So I really, really encourage all of us, just put that thing in a scarf. If it's sweaty, braid it down, let it be nap, whatever you want to do. This is a crochet. I have no problem saying I have a weave. This is a crochet. I'm happy with it. And I do what I got to do. And it still works.
How often do you go to the gym a week?
6 times.
Whoa, y'all. Hey.
One day might be like just cardio, but I also ride my bike throughout the week.
Oh, you do cycling?
Absolutely.
What kind of cycling?
I have a road bike and a fixed bike.
Okay, all right. Because I know everybody out there sweeping down. They be bicycling, but it's 2 different kinds. Actually, 3. It's 3 different kinds.
You're right.
Of cycling. So
how many times do you go?
Cycling?
No, cycling or even, I've seen you like, what,
I go to the
4
gym.
times?
Yeah, I go to the gym 4 to 5 times a week.
Now, how do you encourage other brothers to work out that don't work out? Because I've seen what's happening out here. I'd be like, Jesus, I've been at La Casa. I'd be like, Lord, you need to put the cigar down and go do some push-ups.
Yeah, well, the thing is, I encourage guys is, I tell you off the dribble, your wealth is your health, period. I mean, your health is your wealth. I meant to say, I said it wrong. Your health is your wealth. There's no way of getting around it. I don't care how much money you got. I don't care how much money you're trying to get. I don't care how many cores you get. I don't care how many houses you get. None of that matters if your health all jacked up. And Steve Jobs said it best. You know, if I could trade in all my billions of dollars to get the cancer off of me, I would. And guess what? He tried, and it did not work. So yeah, we all know that cancer lives in each and every last one of us.
And it's everywhere. I've lost a total of 28 men alone to colon cancer.
Yeah, and cancer.
As friends, associates, ex-boyfriends, all of that.
Cancer is a cell inside of everybody's system, and what she's saying is all the way accurate, and it has to be something that we're consuming and eating that's offsetting these triggers in our body.
And I'm not
for these
gonna
things to
lie,
happen.
I've been seeing some crazy food options here in the city. I don't see. I'm telling you, we
Well,
don't.
the crazy is with this. That's the good stuff. The crazy
No,
stuff is the
you
good
can't be.
stuff.
You can't be going.
Well, I mean,
in.
you saying you can't, but you can do what you want to do.
You can do what you want to do,
do
but
what you
you
want
got
to do. And obviously they doing it.
You got to balance it out. Like I just, I be seeing people macaroni and cheese, cornbread, fried chicken, no vegetables, just all starches. Like, yeah, look at you. You like, yeah, that sounds delicious.
I got a whole. I just spoke on this on the podcast. You got to come over more often. I just spoke on all this. I got a whole crew of nephews. They do not eat vegetables at all. Period. They the only niggas I ever seen order a nacho with just meat, cheese, and nachos.
That just sounds
They
crazy.
They don't want no onions. They don't want no bell pepper. They don't want no tomato. They don't want no lettuce. They don't want none of that. Green beans. Green. Nah, we straight on that. They want all protein. Wow, they straight up cave me.
I'm gonna let you know if you eat like that. When it comes to you doing the nasty, it just it comes out and it's not optimal.
Hey man.
I mean for both people,
Hey,
for the
listen.
ladies as well. I just want us to. I mean,
Listen.
you have some beautiful snacks here. You have aloe water. You got healthy water. Your skin is good, so I know you're not going all the way out the window.
I'm not going out the window at all.
Yeah,
These are other people I'm speaking of. No, I try to eat as healthy as possible. I've been intermediate fasting for the past probably about maybe 6 months now, maybe, or if not more. And, I pretty much be trying to eat twice a day, but I mean, it be hard.
I'm very, very glad. You know what? I'll be honest. When I started going to Powerhouse, because I get people tell me that I clearly don't look like I'm from Detroit, but I'm born and raised here.
Yeah, because she came
born
at
and
me
raised
like
here.
that. Like, no, you don't know. I'm like, no, babe, I ain't coming at you like that. I ain't coming on that.
A few people in that facility did do that to me, and I was like,
where they thought you was from?
They were like, you don't. One individual, I call him Strictly Sportswear. Because before that, I called him Trick because he rolled up on me telling me I wasn't from Detroit. And that's Mike, by the way. Shout out to Mike.
No flies off.
Exactly. He was
Not
like,
even at the gym.
He said, you don't sound like a female from here. And I was like, I don't know what's going on, brother, but I am from Hubble and Finkel, born and raised here at Sinai Grace, over on West Outer Drive.
Y'all heard him.
And, I truly do not.
Sinai Grace. Wow.
I truly do not. I advocate so hard for the city. I defend my city in other cities, when people even try to say something crazy.
And it's hard, y'all, because I've been on the same boat she been on out there in Jersey. It's hard. It's hard. Because my man told me out there in Jersey, he said, yo, Detroit, yo. He said, Nicky, when you think a nigga wake up and say, yo, we finna go to Detroit for the weekend? Had me in tears. I didn't even have a comeback for the nigga. He was like, don't no nigga wake up and say, yo, we finna go to Detroit for the weekend. No, they do not.
But there's a resilience. I mean, personally, people all come to Detroit for Memorial Day weekend to dance and be around all of our culture and eat all of our food. There's still a nature of authenticity here that I feel good about in terms of being here.
We definitely authentic.
Very authentic. But he's right. I ain't seen nobody be like, I'm about to. I mean, Miami gets that, New York gets that, LA gets that.
We gotta get some visitors, y'all.
We gotta get.
We don't get no visitors. We don't get no company.
Stimulate the economy. But I am glad to see more people actually caring about their health here. That is happening.
We got the Final Four next year.
Yes, next year.
Next year. We got the Final Four next year. 2027. So Mary, get ready.
I want to say thank you for letting me be.
I appreciate you coming because we had to go through some scheduling to get Miss Mary here because Miss Mary, I call her Carmen San Diego, y'all. She passport is crazy. When I say bananas, passport is bananas. I know one person other than you. He's been on the show. At Your Service Heating and Cooling, Harrison Duncan. Y'all passports is crazy. He on like his about fourth or fifth one.
I'm on my sixth. Look, let me tell you something.
His joint nuts.
I don't know whatever y'all voted for or not voted for. This is your problem. I foresee the fact, and I take advantage of the fact that we don't know what this administration is doing and how it's going to operate, but I do believe that if you can travel or just even go to Mexico, get a flight deal, whatever you can do to make it accessible for you.
Cheap flight to Cancun.
Take that opportunity because the world is so big. And if you even have a chance to go to the continent of Africa,
You've been?
Yeah, numerous times.
What country?
South Africa, Botswana, Kenya, Nigeria, Ghana, Senegal. I haven't done Egypt.
Okay.
I've been to Cote d'Ivoire.
What about Johannesburg?
Johannesburg is in South Africa.
Okay.
I've been to Cape Town in there.
Okay.
Durban.
It's the only part I want to go to.
Oh, it's beautiful.
Can't nothing about
It's
nothing
beautiful.
else. What about the Congo?
I've not been to the Congo.
Would they let you in there?
They would let me in there.
You think so? Would they let you out?
I mean, I'll be able to get out.
I
I truly
that ain't
do.
what Elon Musk say.
I truly do. Those experiences. When I went to Johannesburg, there were people just living under there's great gross class inequity in all these places.
Oh yeah, But the reason why I said Johannesburg to the people out there, because I know how beautiful Johannesburg. Not what they show us on the National Geographic. No.
Oh no, it's
the actual
beautiful.
city in Johannesburg is like one of our popular cities.
Some of the best red meat I had was antelope.
Red meat.
Zebra.
What
Kudu.
does it taste like?
Delicious.
No.
Delicious.
What does it taste like? No. Give me a mimic.
It tastes
Mimic
like. It tastes like.
Tell me it tastes great.
It tastes like if beef had similar. It tastes like if Wagyu and like a piece of pork came together.
And where do these stripes go?
I mean, you don't eat the stripes. You like eat the meat.
How they get the stripes off of there?
Well, you gotta, you skin the animal.
Oh, that's not on the actual. Because I know how you get the feathers.
Or like you go inside and you pull out, what you got to pull out, or you like.
Because you can break him down just like a.
You break it down like
a
deer.
He got legs.
You got to break it down like a deer.
He got the whole setup.
But I'm telling you, ostrich.
Well, they got ostrich.
Ostrich is so good.
They got ostrich.
Like it's delicious. Cool.
But why you want to try these things?
It was delicious. Why not?
I don't know.
We should. Look, let me tell you something.
They eat peacock.
I'm not gonna eat no peacock. Those are that's supposed to be good luck. I can't do that. These are the things that everybody enjoys in the area.
Got to be one of the most beautiful animals ever, though.
It's beautiful, But like I'm telling you, you really, really do get a chance.
Groundhog.
Huh?
Groundhog.
No, I mean I come from a family.
I just about to say my Kenyans told me that they eat groundhog over there.
I come from a family that would eat rabbit, possum,
alligator,
frogs.
So you do have some ethnicity to you.
Yeah.
What type of ethnicity should I
have? According to African ancestry.
Because she's black, y'all, but let's hear this.
African ancestry.
I think we got something else here.
I'm 70% Nigerian.
Oh.
And there's a tribe
that
is called out within that result. And then there's about 11% that's Ashkenazi Jewish because my grandmother unfortunately was a product of rape. She was raped by a slave master. My great grandmother was raped by a slave master. Yeah. And this is my maternal grandmother.
Okay.
So there's a percentage of that goes
She's
into
a
the dynamics,
To be.
But my grandmother moved to Detroit in 1939, had a house on West Grand Boulevard.
Okay.
Ran a speakeasy in the basement, moved her whole entire family, which was 9 brothers and sisters, from Bessemer, Alabama, to Detroit. Helped them all figure out stuff. She would go co-sign houses for people, all of that. And a lot of her and what she did and the work she would do from knowing Coleman A. Young and being involved. And she was the longest standing, eldest voting citizen in Detroit.
Oh, wow.
Get written up in the news about it all the time. So, yeah. So, always been someone that's very mindful of the power of voting, which is why this Voting Rights Act shit is crazy. And I wish that people actually understood how fucked up it is that this has happened.
We spoke on the voter rights as well. We spoke on that as well down in Louisiana.
It's very concerning that this is what we now got to navigate with a crooked system that's already a mess. But I have a lot of pride
Right?
around being from here.
Yeah.
And you know, I come from a family on both sides, father and mother side, as priors that are still have an involvement in a legacy in the city.
Yeah, and that's important for y'all to know that a lot of y'all can't even do what she did as far as be able to go back to when her grandmother came here in 1939 because a lot of y'all for some reason think that our history only started with slavery.
I mean,
And
my grandmother, to be honest with you, up until she passed, even when she was in hospice, she still had whip welts on her back.
all right, so you know, I don't
know?
understand that it's evident that everything that you see, everything that you do, we created. And for us to be able to create this stuff under great oppression, for us to be able to create all these massive inventions you see, because every time you try to get away from a black man, he's standing right there like, yep, I
Have you
invented
done
that.
your ancestry?
Yes, and you know, most of our ancestry only gonna go back to white families.
What about your blood genetics? Like, what is your? Do
No,
you
that
know if you
wasn't
got?
that wasn't.
You look like you got some Nigerian in you.
Well, I'm pretty sure
We all came from.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure we all.
You know,
I
we
got
all,
some type of
but
African.
you'd be surprised. There are
something.
people that got Congolese. There are folks that got like a whole bunch of Cameroonian. There's a lot that.
Well, this is what I know, and I learned about my genealogy from when they first came out with it back in I think it was the 2000s, and they just started to make the term popular, not on the East Coast actually. FBA, Foundational Black Men. So this is a new term that they use in saying that my people, because a lot of people did come over here on slave ships, but these men that standing up saying, I'm a foundational black man. My people are from this country. When Columbus came and so-called discovered, my people was already here, already formulating and already populating. And what I discovered about my family was my great-great-great-grandfather, Captain Quixie. He had his own boat. So
Wow.
So I would have to say that I probably would be foundational black because he had his own ship. As far as it went back, as it went back to him, it went back to some other stuff over in Europe, some goddamn where.
Wow.
But yeah,
okay,
so
that's beautiful.
so yeah, I can't remember. I got to call my uncle in Chicago to get his whole name. But yeah, his last name was Quixie though, and that's my uncle's last name to this day. But yeah, so that when you what's going on, and I talked about this as well, as far as Donald Trump, as far as erasing this and taking this away and taking that away. If you can erase a person's history, you will never know where you came from. See, we all must also remember that the compass was invented before the clock because you have to know where you're going. Because if you don't know where you're going, you can waste your time going absolutely nowhere. So you have to understand why certain things are being taken out of the history books and taken away from you being having any knowledge of it, period.
You
know what I mean?
You know that the architect of Project 2025, his
Eliminate
PhD
slavery.
his-
Like it didn't even exist.
His PhD, the guy who wrote it,
Yeah.
is African studies.
He's African studies.
This white man, the guy who created Project 2025, his focus, he even has a journal that he put out to get his PhD on African American studies.
Right. I didn't know that.
A white guy. So he studied all of the things that allowed us to progress and then helped integrate that as a way to remove it into Project 2025.
And if you go back to Donald Trump's campaign, before he even won presidency, he got up there on national TV, and I heard him say this blatantly. Black people, I know what y'all done for this country. I know that y'all done made and created everything. This white man got up there and told us this. He told the world this. But in all actuality, like she said, Project 2025, if you read it, like I told y'all too before y'all went out there and voted for him, goofballs. A lot of niggas here voted for him.
I know.
Goofy.
My cousin did.
Goofy.
Craziest.
Yes, crazy. If y'all would have read it, y'all would have seen that economically, medically, educationally, where we already lack at, it was taking even more away from
Which to
that.
me was crazy because he don't like unions. So then you fucking up United Auto Workers. You fucking up all the trade unions. He don't like black women having jobs. I know over 2 million black women that don't have jobs right now.
You do?
Yes.
Well, guess what?
That's
We
the
do
number,
too.
you
We
know?
spoke on that as well. We do too. We know y'all too, babe.
It's I know folks out of college that can't get jobs.
And a million black men
Yeah.
that's laid off or don't have a job.
So,
and let me
like,
tell y'all
it's
something.
crazy.
This is not because these people don't want to work. That's the image that they try to put out to y'all. It's the fact that yes, jobs are available, but the jobs that are available are the jobs that they just took the immigrants out for that was working those jobs. Those are the jobs that are available of shorthand cooks, car washes, and sock cleaners. Nah, we straight on that. We ain't doing that. You know what I mean? Nah, we want to get back into our regular position so we compete in the same economical strands that's going on all over the country. Now, let me tell you something else that they ain't telling you about. Now, they have a grift going on in the construction. Yes, they do. Yes, they do. And my brothers and sisters need to get on it.
Tell me about this, please.
Now, first of all, if you got a son that's 17, 18, graduating high school, you need to get him in the OSHA program. That's first of all. You complete the OSHA program. Once you complete the OSHA program, that program only deals with safety on these sites. He literally will be going to a site, wherever they're doing construction at, making sure everybody is safe. And he will learn these tools in the OSHA program. And guess what? That job pay.
Now I got.
Guess what that job pay?
I mean, I'm looking at you to tell me. I'm looking at you right now.
Over 6 figures.
Now here's
over 6 figures.
Here's something controversial.
What's that?
I don't think people understand that in order for you to work, you have to want to work an honest job. If you want an honest job.
Hey, listen.
Now here I want to let y'all look at me. In a former life, I did work in the cannabis industry. And in that life, while I did
Keep shocking us every time, don't you?
Now, when I did legal things, I also did things that are unregulated yet profitable. The point is that an honest job and whatever you do on the side, I understand capitalism is beating our butt. If you got to have 2 to 3 hustles in a job, most people, Detroit, every black man I know from Detroit has 5 jobs. Literally. If I go on a date with a man from Detroit, I ask him, what are your 5 jobs? And then they'll tell, no, for real. No, for real. I literally be like, okay, so what are your 5 jobs? They'll be like, I ain't got no 5 jobs. And they'll be like, tell me all the things you do. And it'll be like 6 jobs. They all got 5 jobs. A black woman might have 10 or 5 or 3. The point is that people hustle here, right? Well, I should say all that to say, I'm concerned because we have a lot of young people that want to stream. We got a lot of adults that want to stream and be on Twitch and be content creators. The industry that is feeding that is a game that if you are not a type of way or doing a type of thing, you being one of the top people making $1 million a year is really, 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 really tough. And I know too many people that instead of wanting to be a dentist or do OSHA or go into that, although there is, the racial politics of when you become a carpenter and you get that stuff, then you got to deal with all the BS of like the good old boys network of being Irish or being Italian. There's still that's a problem. I mean, racism is pervasive. You got to do what you got to do. It's why we should be doing more together, but that's another podcast time. The point is that in general, I want us to be mindful that we got to actually want to work. And if you cannot just lean into sitting down and being a streamer and trying to be cool streaming, I just think you got to think about what your future is going to look like, given the fact that they're now creating technology to replace the need for humans across all of these platforms with AI.
And you got to understand this too, before we close it down. Yes, everybody has opportunity and the same chances and things to create content all day, no doubt. The market is already overly saturated with as much of this material as possible. That's one of the main reasons why I don't lean into the controversy, because that will get you into a bunch of stuff where I got to keep chasing. I'm like an ambulance chaser. So no, I'm straight on that. I would rather sit here and give you actual facts about politics, religion, Detroit culture, and things that I might have came across in my path, or even things that you might suggest that I even will go home and research these things and come back with as much information on it as possible. Now, as for Mary,
I would like to come back. I think this was great.
That's great.
And I have some guests for you.
Oh wow! I would have loved to get your friend to come up here when we was talking about the gyms talk, because I want to let y'all know this. The reason why I even approached Mary in the gym, because I don't really be approaching nobody because it'd be so weird in there. Like she already spoke on how weird it is. So anywho, the other girl that work out in the gym that y'all kind of like partner sometimes, and the other little is she Chaldean? What is she?
She's Armenian.
Armenian. So yeah, they are very dedicated to what they're doing and the consistency that they have onto what they're doing. I only been in the gym since last year of like January or February or something. If you look at the time frame that they've been in the gym to the time frame of right now, these women are gorgeous. And let me tell you something. I've seen the transition, and I know I gotta say it. The girlies out there like to get the Majerno, the Ozempic, and whatever the crazy stuff y'all be doing to y'all body.
The men too. The men be getting the Majernos.
And like I keep telling y'all, we can tell. Us gym people, I can look at you and tell when you own the stuff. When you own the Majerno or the Ozempic, whatever that food is, I can tell. When you got the BBL, I can tell. And I don't care if you go to Dr. Miami times 10. I can tell. Because what y'all fail to realize about weight loss is when you lose weight, you don't just lose weight in one place. You lose weight all over. So y'all out here with y'all bodies and these waists that snatch with these big fat old faces. Or these niggas with these big old head. Damn, your head got awful big. You ain't, the Ozempic is losing this head. This right here, neck, all that's still going.
You really gotta strength train, and you gotta, the best thing that you can do, and they say this as you get older, is have good grip strength and have strong legs.
And my question to all the people out there, and this is for all the people that's like maybe like 25 and up. What do you think is going to happen in the next 5, 10 years? You keep going.
Oh my God, your body changes.
Path.
When you hit your late 30s and then you hit your 40s, and I've seen women talk about this when they hit their 50s, your body changes, and men changes so quick.
Yeah.
And so being healthy consistently, yeah, everybody does their little, like I had bread in France, I had cheese, I did what I did to do. But I have one day, literally on Wednesday, I did 27,000 steps. That's 10 miles. Walking back and forth, having to do work, networking.
You know they're hiring at the post office, right? These are mail carriers. Hey, listen.
Look, you gotta look. I mean, like you gotta get it
routes.
You gotta work.
They said mail route is no less than 11,000 steps.
And the corset is where you have a lot of events.
Mail routes, yeah.
A lot of events and cons. So you gotta walk from one place to the other, back to this for a panel, this to that.
And y'all can't see Mary feet, right? But y'all gotta understand, when she be in that gym, them little feet be moving. Them little feet. She be in the gym, right? Her little feet be going. She be in machine. Then she got this very, very mystique, and I seen the leather on it, the leather craftsmanship on that. Mystique book bag, and I'm talking about this thing is loaded. I have no idea. Then she got all types of grenade launchers and all types of stuff in there. And you know what I mean?
I bring the gym to the gym.
She got this thing loaded. She got all the equipment in the bag.
And people be using it, by the way. I share.
Yeah,
she sharing is caring.
Sharing is caring.
Like for me, I think a lot of I don't get offended talking to other people in the gym, but also I don't get hit with no crazy shit.
What about guys? That's not okay.
I don't get hit with no one like. And if actually I'm lying, I did get hit with somebody who was reckless.
Did somebody try to hit on you? Was he trying to hit on you?
It was consistent, but this person is no longer going there, so it doesn't matter.
Okay, but I'm saying, did he try to talk to you though?
Yes.
Okay, go ahead.
And I would be like, please stop, over and over again.
Oh, you said that. And he kept trying after you said the first time? Yeah, he weird.
After the 8th time. Now, I almost, I'm being real with you. Look at me. I almost
took it
to a whole other level.
Whoa.
And I was gonna have someone. The reason why I actually started working out with the gentleman that be wearing the shirts was to have him be the middle so this dude stopped talking to me.
Are you serious?
Yes. That's why I started working out with Sean.
And he don't work there no more. You say he don't
He's
come
not
to
there
the
no more. No.
So I had no idea what you're talking
so
about.
literally what I did is I joined a faction, everybody. I chose a faction. I joined a faction.
Call it a faction.
Okay, I joined a faction. I've seen enough films involving, environments where you got to like choose some groups. I chose a faction. This faction ain't nobody. This dude go work out. He's serious, and body. I could tell he's about it.
But you've been working out by yourself for months.
Yeah, but I joined that. I joined him, which is a good workout. Sean is a good workout.
And then what about the other girl you was working out with?
When we're together, we work out.
Okay.
But like sometimes we'll try to like join and work out with others.
Oh.
But there's.
I ain't never seen her work out with nobody.
I had to join a faction in order to stop this one person from being ridiculous.
A regime.
But a regime.
Do Sean know this?
Yeah, I told him. That's the reason why I joined. That's the reason why I joined. That's the reason why I did it. I told him exactly what was going on. And Sean was
shout out to Sean.
Yeah, I told him exactly what was going on.
Is that why the other girl started working out with him too?
Yeah.
Who was trying to talk to her?
Huh?
Who was messing with her?
We all had, look, let me tell you something.
She had a stalker in there too?
Like I said, everybody else in there is respectable. They don't say nothing crazy. But I had to do what I had to do. I had to join it.
She been coming in, man. I never seen nobody talk to her.
I chose a gang, and I'm glad I chose this gang. We do planks and stuff. It's fine. I chose what I chose to get this person to just stop. So that's why I did what I did, because I was about to take it to a whole other level.
Wow.
And I realized that I could not do that because I don't. As a woman that really likes to be a feminine woman, it was about to get very, 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 very problematic because my temper, which I've worked on, I come from a line of feisty women.
Whoa, Nigerian.
My grandma used to, every summer, if someone fight with her, because she was like 4'11", would come out with a pistol and shooting in the air in 14915 Hubble and would threaten to mess with people if they were messing with her. Like, it was always a thing.
Talking patois?
She would just come out there if people were messing with her. Oh. She shot a man in the back when I was 8 who was trying to rob us in our backyard.
Granny?
Got away with it, absolutely. And look at her. If you saw anything that, like, no one's gonna arrest her.
We ain't gonna put Granny on trial for none of that right now. We're gonna let Granny go on head on.
Yeah. Anyway,
Granny can't be popping that whistle now.
Our ancestors weren't no bitches. Our ancestors had knives. They fought. They did what they had to do. Everybody did what they got to do.
I did pop that whistle.
I just say all that to say everybody there is very helpful. If they see you doing something wrong, they'll help you out. If they think whatever, everyone's very, very nice. Now, the carpet, I would love someone to make an investment, to make a change.
You gotta holler at Norman on that one.
Man, I would really enjoy that. And
you gotta talk to Norman on that one.
I would love some mats. But the point is that the weights, when you go to other gyms, don't feel like other weights. I will say that. Those are real deal iron weights. LA Fitness weights don't feel like that. Equinox weights don't feel like that. And if you're paying a car note to go to the gym, it ain't tricking if you got it. But I think that's financially irresponsible to be spending over $350 a month to go work out somewhere.
I agree.
Thank you so much for letting me be on this program.
Well, I'm going to go ahead and close out the show.
I said thank you. I want to give you your flowers.
Yes.
You.
Listen, no. Thank you for coming on and actually giving us insight into your personal life as far as your travel and all the other stuff you had going on, especially with the New York Knicks championship game. And listen,
such a great game.
This was sensational Saturday.
Don't be walking up on people wearing Knicks outfits in Detroit. It's nothing personal. I got harassed at the gas station, the gym, the mall,
and we gonna bring
my car.
we gonna bring Mary back on here, man. We gonna talk about some other stuff. And it seems like we got a topic that we can talk about. Weirdos at the gym. Wow. With Mary. Weirdos at the gym with Mary. Y'all tune in and let me know if y'all want to see that in the near future. Holla, y'all. Y'all, this Mary, you want to shout your Instagram, anything out? You good?
You can follow me on LinkedIn or at I am Mary Pryor on Instagram.
Y'all heard it,
so
y'all.
much.
At I am Mary Pryor. Just like Mary, yeah, Jesus Mary. Mary, yeah.
I mean, yes, I was named after that. I didn't get a cool name when I was born.
I think
but
that's
love
a
my
cool
name.